These are fashion mistakes you're probably making in 2024. Now, this video is not about,
wearing white pants after Memorial Day or removing the stitch from the coat.
I mean, you've heard all of those before. These are very different. So let's jump into the first one, which is not choosing the right neckline for your outfit. That actually makes a big difference. So as always, I like to show you kind of the bad version, and then I want to show you how to make it better. So this, as you can see, I'm wearing a higher neckline black shirt. And then if you add a cardigan, pair of shorts, I mean, it is summertime, you're like a big rectangle, a square. It's not so good. So if you switch it out to a lower neckline, like a scoop neckline, and maybe pull up the sleeves a little bit, it's not so boxy. And this simple little change is a big improvement. Now, as you can see here, I am wearing a higher neckline, but I'm not wearing a cardigan. You can see my arms. There's some contrast with the colors, and I don't look nearly as boxy. This next one is really interesting. Put it in the back of your brain and save it for later. But the mistake is always wearing black pants with a more colorful top. It's actually not so good to do that. It kind of ruins the color. And this is what I mean. Here's an example. So I'm wearing black dress pants with a periwinkle, bluish purpley top. And it's not terrible, but the color could be so much better if you simply switch it out to a pair of beige or gray or more neutral pants. So here is the difference. I mean, the color just pops so much better. All in all, like this outfit to me is 10 times better. But if you do want to wear black dress pants, I'm not saying never wear black dress pants, but I do think if you go that route, you should then pair them with a more neutral top like this. And this is such a better outfit. So just keep that in mind next time you're dressing for a more dressy function. Fashion mistake number 3 is not shopping on ThredUp. And I'm being totally serious. You are doing yourself a disservice if you are not shopping on ThredUp. I mean, you could literally completely transform your wardrobe. You could maybe get some vacation outfits if you're going to the beach. I mean, there's so much you can find on ThredUp. They are the world's largest online thrift store, and I've teamed up with them, and I'm just gonna throw out my code right now because it's the best code they have ever given me. I'll have them linked down below, but you can use code Shea to save 45% on your first order and get free shipping. So I wanna share some new ThredUp outfits that I got and then the prices I paid, and you can find your favorite brands up to 90% off estimated retail. And so this time around, I specifically checked, I wanted everything to be brand new with tags. And when you're searching, you can narrow down the criteria to be your favorite brands, your specific sizing, what condition you want, whether it be excellent condition or fair condition. I again went brand new with tags. This first outfit, the top is by Abercrombie & Fitch. The estimated retail was $76. It's not even estimated because again, the tag was still attached, but I paid ThredUp's price of $29. And then the purple pants are by Zara. The estimated retail was $46 and I paid ThredUp's price of $25. And then we have this neutral skirt outfit. I love this so much more than I was even expecting, but the top is by Wilfred Free and it is very nice. I mean, as soon as I pulled it out of the box, I knew it was originally very expensive, and it was originally $127 and I paid ThredUp's price of $31. And then the skirt is again by Zara. Estimated retail was $43 and I paid $20. It's so form-fitting. I feel like it fits me like a glove. And then we have this much more casual outfit. This jumper you're seeing, I actually got from ThredUp a while ago. It's by We Wore What, which is one of my favorite Instagram influencers brand. I ended up adding this denim jacket by Dear John. The estimated retail was $95 and I paid ThredUp's price of $28. And I do just want to say, this time around, I ordered medium to higher end brands. There's times I order from ThredUp and I'll pay like $8, $12 for something. So if you haven't tried ThredUp, I'm telling you, you really should. Again, I'll have them linked down below. Use code Shea for 45% off your first order and free shipping. Fashion mistake number 4 is never color balancing, which could also be referred to as the sandwich method, but the sandwich method is much more broad. So it could be referring to color, shape, sizing, whereas color balancing is specific to color. And we're back to the purple pants outfit. So many people, when they're getting dressed, they think they can just throw on a pair of black shoes because black goes with everything. No, it does not. That is a fashion mistake. As you can see here, it literally brings the whole thing down. I mean, it actually weighs it down. It looks very heavy, but if you simply color balance, I am wearing a white shirt on top, so I put on a pair of white shoes on bottom. It looks so much more balanced and cohesive. So if we go back to the black pants outfit, I am wearing a neutral top, so I could choose to wear a pair of neutral heels. Now in this instance, this would be a time where I could actually wear black heels. It would actually elongate my legs and make them look longer, but I'm just giving you different things to think about. But while we're talking about this outfit, let's move on to the next fashion mistake, which is actually kind of similar, and it's wearing the wrong bag color or tone. And so many people think that neutrals just go with neutrals. Like you can just grab anything in the same family and it'll work. And that is so far from the truth. I mean, look at this beige top with this beige Chanel bag. Horrible. It is so horrible because one is very warm where the other is very cool. And so it just completely clashes. That Chanel bag is beautiful, but it looks yellow and just terrible. And then another example, sometimes people say,
Just add a pop of color.
I mean, you can do that, but something still looks off to me about this bright pink Chanel bag. It just looks out of place, but kind of bringing in that warmish tone of the burgundy Chanel bag. I know I'm like throwing out all these Chanel bags. It's just interesting that they're so expensive, but they can actually make your outfit look bad if you pair them wrong. And last time I'm bringing out these purple pants, but this outfit, if I throw on a black bag, similar to the black shoes, it just looks heavy, it looks out of place. But if I pair it with a more white or cream colored bag, it just goes so much better. The next fashion mistake is wearing wide leg pants with chunky shoes. And see, the problem is wide leg pants are very in style right now, and so are chunky shoes, but just not together. And so here is, again, the bad example. I love these wide leg pants, but if I pair them with my chunky loafers, which are very in style for 2024, it just looks like elephant feet. It looks really bad. If you decide to wear wide leg pants, it can be difficult to style them, but I really think you should just stick to fitted, pointy shoes even. So I'm just wearing these pointy heels and it just looks so much better. It's kind of back to that balancing thing, very wide leg pants, form-fitted shoes, maybe something tight on top. This next one isn't necessarily a fashion mistake, but it's more just try this instead. What I always see is when somebody is wearing a very plain basic top, they zhuzh it up a lot with a chunky necklace, or what's more in right now is just a lot of layers of necklaces, which again isn't necessarily a mistake, but sometimes I think less is more. And so I would say put on a basic top and then put on a pair of bold earrings instead. And I feel like that can actually look a lot more stylish. This next fashion mistake is spending a lot of money on one-time wear pieces. And so many people do this. Like they'll have an event coming up and they wanna look really good. So they'll splurge on just like a really fancy dress and they'll wear it one time and then it'll sit in their closet for the rest of time. So I just think that if you're gonna spend a lot of money on something, and these examples you're seeing here on the screen, these are extreme. I mean, $800 for a very loud blazer you could wear to work, and you're gonna look good that one day, but it's so obvious that you probably won't wear it again for a really long time. And so it would be much better to spend your money on things that aren't so incredibly loud so that you can wear them way more often. So many of you are gonna hate me for this next one, but it's wearing leggings all the time. Guys, leggings have been a thing for a couple decades now. It's just really starting to date you and me. Like this outfit you're seeing right here, I literally wore this last weekend to my kid's golf tournament, and I looked in the mirror when I got home and I'm like, this looks like 2010. Like I could do better. I'm always recommending so many, instant outfits, loungewear or errand running outfits, even from Amazon, that like head to toe, the top and bottom comes together, no brain work, still super comfy, but you look more in style. If you want to still wear leggings, I'm just going back to the yoga pants or the flared leggings. I feel like that still makes you feel like you're wearing leggings, but it brings it to the current year of 2024. If you don't have a pair of flared leggings yet, I feel like you should give it a try. But those are all of my interesting, different fashion mistakes. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I'll have ThredUp linked down below. Use my code Shea for 45% off your first order and free shipping. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.